Next question is, should I only have one script or one type of induction that I use for all clients that are having the same issue? Great question. And I'm first going to answer this with a challenging, thought-provoking question. It probably will end up being multiple questions. So here's the thing. What are we directly and indirectly doing when we are saying that one script or one induction can help clients with the same issue? For example, we are choosing to work with entrepreneurs with money blocks, right? By saying that we're only going to have the same script and the same inductions for all entrepreneurs with money blocks, what are we indirectly doing? What are we indirectly assuming? And sometimes even directly assuming that all of these entrepreneurs and with money blocks have. Well, we are assuming that the reasons for why they have the problem are going to be the same. Having the same script and having the same induction with all clients, even though it's a similar niche, is assuming, whether we are aware of it or not, that all of these clients are the same. Their root causes are the same. And truly, is that true? Is that even accurate, even just by a tiny percentage? And so, as hypnotherapists, as coaches, the earlier that we actually start seeing things for what they are, the earlier we can catch the fact that a lot of the things that we learned, and this is actually not our fault per se, because a lot of the times we were trained in this way to think this way. So it wasn't really our fault, it's just how we were trained, especially in the very old methodologies that are not frequently updated. It makes us assume that all people are the same, even if it's the same topic. It assumes that all people are the same, but how can they be? Each and every person, 8 billion people person, each and every person, all 8 billion of us have different ways of feeling, thinking, and behaving, right? Even identical twins who have the exact same DNA have differences within them. So how can we rightfully assume that everything will work just because we have similarities, similar issues with one another? It's highly inaccurate, and it's highly not fair for our clients to be treated this way either, right? And so that's really hopefully answering that question. And to elaborate more on the fact that there's this big contradiction, especially in the hypnotherapy space, where we can just read scripts and then everyone will be suggestible, but we know that not everyone is going to be easily suggestible. So by reading the script to someone, it may not work for 4 out of 5, right? It might only work for one person who is highly suggestible. So then what do we do for those clients who are, the 4 out of 5 whose suggestions our suggestions didn't work with? If our stats are like that, how is it going to affect our confidence moving forward with exactly how, like, with what we do as coaches or hypnotists, right? So very, very tricky and challenging place to be, to start assuming this, especially at the beginning of our business. But at the same time, so wonderful that we get to catch this very early. And I didn't catch it early until a year into being trained in traditional hypnotherapy. So I was also trained in saying that, in thinking that all scripts can work because it's the same issue. Whereas once you know more, once you actually work with clients, once you actually um, get to see people, you will find out very quickly that not everything works for everyone. And when we assume this, we put clients in a box, which is not good for the client outcomes. And it's also not good for our confidence, because we're going to feel shitty about ourselves if we go back and forth between oh, good, I had a good session with this client, but then not this one. It was a very difficult, highly analytic client for the other one. The other one was too complex. The other one wouldn't regress, wouldn't go to their inner child, wouldn't see colors, wouldn't visualize. The other one didn't know what metaphors I was talking about. Like if we are in that space of doubt and not thinking that it's working, then are we likely to continue on with the challenges that come in hypnotherapy and coaching and business? Not very likely, right? So not only are we setting our clients up for not receiving the results that they ask for, but we're also setting ourselves up to not succeed. And so really, to answer that question really long, no, it is not good to be doing the exact same thing just because they have the same issues, and you may see similar themes, but how client A experiences their problem is going to be vastly different from client B who experiences the same problem. Client A who has money blocks because and they can't move past, $5,000 a month in their business is going to be different from someone who is just starting out in their business with money blocks, right? Is it fair for us to actually use the same script, even if we're using their own words? Those are conscious those are their conscious interpretations of what is unconscious anyway. Now there's going to be a different video with regards to that. Let's stick to the topic of doing it the same. It's not really the best practice. And I mean, for the clients, they might not know this, they're not aware. They are coming to us because they need help, but at the same time we also have this duty, this responsibility to give clients results. And if we want a long lasting, sustainable, scalable business and we want referrals from our clients, wouldn't it be better if we prioritize doing a good job within our sessions and investigating the problem instead of assuming that everyone is the same? Because I betcha, even, you can choose however you want to go about doing this. If you do choose to use the same scripts, do it, get some clients, tell me how that goes. Tell me how the reviews are. Tell me um, how it goes with the clients and how your sessions go. I can bet you that the results are going to be very inconsistent in terms of the actual breakthroughs that they'll receive, because that's putting clients in a box. So really, if I were to nudge you in a better direction, in a more successful direction, then instead of focusing on the scripts, which are the training wheels, focus on investigating, focus on being curious, focus on investigating your client's problem instead of putting them in a box. Because once we are able to really master the art of investigating our client's problem, then we set ourselves apart. We become better hypnotists. We have the referrals. We stand out. And because I mean, another point is, what's the difference in us doing the sessions with our clients versus them searching for a money block script to increase their abundance on YouTube that's for free? Nothing, really nothing, right? They can get that shit for free on YouTube. So when our clients are actually investing in us, it is our duty to actually do a good job within the session, not just read off a paper. Because if you think about it this way, would you want to be always read a paper and not listen to? Like, if you had a choice, would you have a choice if someone were to just read you a plain ass script versus actually talk to you and help you explore your problem? Who would you choose? Exactly. So I hope that this helped. I hope that this challenged your thinking, and I will see you soon.